Uinta Basin Arts and Special Events coverage on VTV Channel 6 and Strata WebView, made possible by
The Commemorative Air Force is a nonprofit, a museum. We're all volunteers, and we're out on summer tour, and then we're stopped here at Vernal. We make about 22 stops with the B-17 and the B-25. We're a flying museum. We bring the museum out to the people.
There's a lot of kids and young people that don't know anything about the Second World War and all the men and women that died for our country back then. And so we bring that to them and show them the equipment and the planes and equipment that was used during the war to help us win it.
There's 450 members of the Arizona Wing, all volunteers, and we have several airplanes that fly. These are the two we bring out on tour, and they work really hard and to keep these airplanes in top shape. So we fly it out and come out, and you can touch it, you can walk through it, we'll even take people up for rides. We'll do cockpit photos, and it's a group effort. Right now we only have 12 of the 450 members, but it's a group effort, and they really work hard to get it out to the people. So I hope everybody comes out and enjoys them.
A person can actually expect to see something they've never seen before that, like I said, is a piece of history, and they may never see it again, you know, because flying on one of these airplanes on the B-25 is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know, and there isn't very many of them left, so soon they'll all be gone.
This airplane came off the assembly line in December '44 and was sent to the Pacific. It was used for maritime patrol and rescue. It never saw any real action like what the 8th Air Force would have seen in England against Germany. But after the war, they did use it during the Bikini atom bomb testing as a photo ship and the mothership of another B-17 that was not crewed, and the crew on this airplane remotely controlled the other airplane as it flew through the mushroom cloud of the atomic bomb that exploded over Bikini Islands. And then when it was retired in the mid-50s, Aero Union in California picked it up, and it was a firebomber until 1978 when it was purchased and donated to our museum. And of course, we had to totally restore the airplane back in the World War II condition as you see it today.
This airplane served in Italy, Corsica, on Sariega, and it served it had about 15 or 17 combat missions, and it got shot up some. There's holes patched here and there, but it was never damaged bad enough to bring it down, and one of the few airplanes that's actually a combat veteran bombers. This plane we got 30 years ago. It got donated to us, and it took 28 years for the restoration of it, and it had its maiden voyage 2 years ago, May 29th, and it's been flying ever since, and it's got probably 160 hours on it now is all. It's partner brand new.
These airplanes were so important to us during World War II because the B-25 and the B-17 were already in our inventory. That's what we had going into the war. Now we developed them. This is the G model. When we started the war, we had a D model, and they progressed and got better and better as we found out how to make them better through attrition mostly.
The name of the airplane we named Made in the Shade, and we all voted on that too, and everybody come up with names. And this one won because it took so long to do it, and it was in the hangar so long, you know, working on it, so they called it the Made in the Shade, and that kind of stuck. They had two ladies, and they had a contest. Well, actually, anyone that wanted to get in the contest for who was going to be our nose art, and this lady named Celeste won the contest, and she went on there, and she was a wing member at the time, but now she's not. She got married, moved away a few years ago, but that's how it got to be her that's on there, and that's how she looks. It might be a little embellished.
And what most people don't realize is that during World War II, there were a crew of 10 on the B-17 behind me, airmen, and there were, on the B-25 there was a crew of 6, all airmen. And our Army Air Corps had more casualties, airmen casualties, than any of our division of our military, more than the Marines, more than even the infantry.
You know, it's a piece of history, and I hope they can enjoy that. And there's very few of them left, and I think there might be 25 flying B-25s in the United States, and that alone makes them unique. And in its day, it was a very fearsome aircraft. It would keep up with a lot of the fighters of that day in speed, and it carried quite a armament load too for that time, and it was feared by the enemy. This plane was.
It was very dangerous work for those airmen to go up in battle, and they knew it, and they never turned back, and they went up again and again until the job was done, and they were real heroes, and that's why we're here to thank those heroes.